we're back. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the new and improved Sorta Interesting podcast. My name is Christian Patton, and it is so great to be here once again with my co-host. Let me tell you about this man, all right? My right-hand guy is a guy, all right? He's a geyserini, a geyser. A guy who does what a guy does, a guy's guy, ladies and gentlemen. His name is Myles Darling. Give it up for him, everybody. Myles Darling, how you doing, buddy? Let me go to your camera real quick. Yeah, there you are. What's up, buddy?
I'm great. It feels good to be back. It feels good to be here. This new setup, courtesy of Christian Patton and his residence.
Well, listen, we do have a little announcement to everyone listening and watching. As you can see, Sorta Interesting podcast is new and improved. And as I said, we have new cameras. There's Myles' camera right there. Look at that. There's my camera. Hello. Let me switch to the wide. What's going on? Oh, it's on. Wide. There's the wide shot. There's a new camera. So 3 new cameras for a professional setup. We got new lights. We got new microphones. So shout out to Jimmy Guevara for helping us out. And of course, the financier, one of the financiers, Myles Darling, for providing the equipment that we need. Let me go to the wide shot. This one right here, this equipment right here, this is from Myles Darling. So without this, we wouldn't have anything. So thank you again.
Mastermind.
Myles, it's great to be on these mics again with you. Let me tell you, buddy. Do you know the last time we actually recorded any type of podcast?
I know it's been...
Give me a guess.
I'm going to guess 2 years.
3 years.
3 years?
January 2023, buddy. That was the last time we recorded anything on microphones, but it's great to be back.
We were just kids.
Yeah, we weren't that young, but we were definitely dumb. So. Now, as you all know, ladies and gentlemen, Myles and I are massive MCU fans of Marvel in general, which is one of the main catalysts for us starting this podcast in the first place. So today we are announcing that we are temporarily becoming an MCU exclusive podcast. What does that mean? You may be asking, Myles. This means we will be reviewing an MCU movie every week for the next 41 weeks until the release of Avengers Doomsday on December 18th, which means 41 movies in 41 weeks.
That's right. If you take a look right here. If you take a look over here. Hold on, you got to switch to
there. You go.
That's what we're looking for.
That's what we're going to be ending as. But right now, 41 weeks. And I know what you're saying, ladies and gentlemen. You're saying, Myles, Christian, you can't keep up with your schedule. You've tried before. You can't. Remember those Pirates of the Caribbean movies we were supposed to do? I think we did do 3 of them, to be fair. All right. Those were the good ones. We didn't do the other ones where, Jack Sparrow came back and Penelope Cruz and Javier Bardem and all them shits. We didn't do those ones. We probably should go back and do that. But right now we are a official MCU podcast leading up to Avengers Doomsday. And today we are starting with the movie Blade.
Full throttle.
Yes. Before we get into that, Myles, go ahead and give them the social media plugs and we can get into some production details.
All right. So if you guys don't remember, you can find us at sortainteresting.com for all of our audio and video podcasts. Our Instagram at Sorta Interesting Podcast. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere podcasts are available. Just search Sorta Interesting. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/Sorta Interesting.
That's right.
As well as Patreon. Don't forget that. Patreon,
the old page.
Listen, fucking AC bills because we're sweating our dicks off right now.
We got to look at those Patreon goals because what I'm thinking we could do, we could also set up like a side podcast, a Patreon exclusive type of podcast. Not talking about movies. We could just shoot the shit and do all kinds of things. We could have a post show. We could have a pre-show type of thing that will be a Patreon exclusive, but we'll talk about that offline. Right now, let's get into some production details for Blade. Release date, August 19th, 1998. We were, 4 years old at that time?
Yeah.
I wasn't even 4 yet, 3 years old?
Yeah. Wait, no. 93 to...
You're May.
5.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. No good at math. This is why I'm here doing this.
2023 would have been good at that.
Director Stephen Stephen. Stephen. It's Stephen, right? Stephen Norrington. I should know this because we've covered him before. He's known for The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, man.
If you want to go listen to that podcast, we've already covered that. That was 4 years ago, I think. So go to our youtube.com/Sorta Interesting, where you could find our. I really enjoyed that review. That was in our day when we were in our Duffy doing
Yeah.
a lot of podcasts at that time, but that was a lot of fun.
We also really love that movie, so it's
Just
easy
in
when we
general.
love it, you know?
I think we're the only ones who love that movie. Writer. I'm going to say this name. You let me know if this rings a bell at all. David S. Goyer.
Goyer does sound familiar.
Right? It does sound familiar. I'll let you know. So he obviously he wrote this movie. He did Blade 2, Blade Trinity. So he did all 3 Blade movies. He did Batman Begins. He did Jumper.
Oh,
Jumper,
Hayden.
Myles. Oh,
Oh my God.
Myles, I love Jumper.
Yeah, me
we need to
too,
put that on the fucking on the schedule AFP because I fucking love Jumper. Samuel Jackson, Hayden Christensen,
Wow, it's all coming back to me.
Rachel Bilson, Jamie Bell. What a fantastic movie. Let's put that in the fucking let's put that in our schedule. Also did The Dark Knight, Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, The Dark Knight Rises. So he did all 3 Batman movies.
Wow.
Also did Call of Duty Black Ops 2. You and I love the Black Ops 2. Oh, the Galil.
This
love
man
the
just
Galil.
loves his fucking.
This guy's a nerd. I mean,
Yeah,
he
loves
is
his nerd
one
shit.
of us. He is just one of us doing all kinds of nerd shit. Also did Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, Terminator, Dark Fate, and most recently The Foundation, which I believe is a Apple TV show. The budget was an estimated $45 million. Not that much compared to how much movies are made for these days. Box office killed it. Worldwide gross $131 million in a runtime of 2 hours flat. Well, Myles, what were your initial thoughts of Blade after watching it? How many times have you watched this movie? When was the last time you ever even watched this movie?
Last time I watched it fully through was probably on TV, so ads
Dude,
included.
it was always on TNT back in the day.
And watching it in its entirety as an adult, really understanding a lot of stuff, and it really, it's a nostalgia kick.
Yeah,
I remember watching this late at night, at any time of the day. It was always on TV, and
it's always one of those late night movies that's on at like 3 a.m. or something on like TNT, USA, fucking one of those AMC, one of those TV movies for sure.
I really liked this movie when it came out because I don't know, vampires. If you didn't know, Blade is a vampire, and this is a vampire movie. I didn't know that this was like Marvel. I wasn't into comics at the time.
Right.
I didn't know anything about Blade and Marvel and its connection at the time. But knowing now and seeing its where it falls, it's hard to really like grasp where it falls into like this whole cinematic universe because it's not part of it right now.
It's really, so disclaimer, it's not part of the MCU, but with the return of Wesley Snipes in Deadpool, was it Deadpool 3, right? I just decided to throw it in there. He is technically now part of the MCU. The movies aren't really, but the character is.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, Deadpool. Oh, that's what it is. Deadpool Wolverine. Yeah, which we will be reviewing in the future. But
So we'll circle back.
We'll circle back.
I guess final initial thought. It aged poorly when it comes to the production side, but that's anything before 2000s.
It's tough.
It's tough. It's tough.
I mean, this was the first of the Marvel movies to come out. I mean, there was technically Howard the Duck that came out. I think it was like in the 80s, but that doesn't count. Howard the Duck also technically part of the MCU too, but we're not going to count that. We're definitely not going to review that piece of shit. But I also wasn't too familiar with this movie until later in life. I did start with Blade 2 as my intro to this whole trilogy. I knew of the character of Blade. I knew of Wesley Snipes, but the franchise just wasn't really on my radar yet since we were so young at that time, right? This was a hard R movie. the hardest of R's. It's a very hard R movie. So of course we weren't going to be watching this in the movie theaters. Even buying the VHS of Blade 2 was a mission. I had to convince my mom to get the VHS from Target when I was a kid. I remember that, but we'll cover that during our Blade 2 review. But if we're being honest with ourselves, this is not a good movie at all. In fact, it's pretty bad, to be honest. But the only good thing about this was Wesley Snipes just doing Blade things, obviously, right? The plot, pretty forgettable. Even now, I'm just like, it's the bad guy wasn't that great.
No.
The action scenes were okay. They're for the time. I'm sure they were great, but now it's like
amazing
evolved.
still shots of Blade. By the way, what were the kids say? Aura farming to the max.
For
these
sure,
days.
he's got the best sort of like single like hero shots. For
He's
sure,
just
right?
standing there,
He's the best.
menacingly.
He's the best. But there is an aspect to this movie and the franchise in general that we do need to respect, though. Because, like you said, back in the day, back in 1998, there was no X-Men, there was no Spider-Man, there was no Iron Man yet, so there was really no reference on how to create a good superhero movie other than this DC movies, right? So there was already Michael Keaton out there. There was what's his name, Christopher Reeve as Superman, but those are very cheesy, right?
Yeah.
Those were still on the cheesy side. That and Blade and those types of styles would just not have worked at all, right?
They were pandering to a younger crowd.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. This was, I mean, for Marvel to start on such an adult level right away, like
Yeah,
as
that's
their
true.
first movie. I mean, someone was getting a blowy in the opening.
Yeah.
In the opening of the movie, I'm like,
oh my God, I forgot about
whoa,
that.
Marvel, you're going so hard for your first movie. You're going super adult, and I just appreciate that. I appreciate what they try to do with the style. They try to make it more adult, more gritty, more dirty than any other superhero movies before this, but it just falls a little short, unfortunately. I think it's just the product of its time. They try to go serious with it, but during the late 90s, early 2000s, cheesiness was just, I think it was just part of the culture.
Yeah, and it's giving very like you can see a lot of parallels to the time, especially like with Matrix. With
Oh
the,
my
with
God,
the suits,
yes,
the
yes,
outfits,
yes.
the all
The
black
all black,
aesthetic.
yeah.
It's
The sunglasses everywhere you go.
it looks great. It looks
It still
looks
looks
cool,
good,
but it's
yeah.
very dated. Just like the old X-Men, like the first X-Men, those suits.
Yeah.
Remember how
Oh,
everything
yeah,
was
yeah.
just so
Stiff,
monochromatic,
very stiff,
black,
very
stiff.
monochromatic, no colors. But there's an argument to be made that if this was made today, it'd probably be better. I have no problems with that suit that Blade was wearing. I have no problems
Me
with
neither.
his attire, his weapons. You could do that today, and it would still kick ass. But unfortunately, Mahershala Ali is no longer. I don't think he's gonna play Blade anymore. They might try to fit him into like maybe TV shows and stuff like that. But I think that movie's dead in the water, unfortunately.
Yeah,
So,
that's a big what if there, and a kind of a miss. I think you got to give him a shot.
it's just too bad because he's not getting any younger. So if they want, it's kind of impossible to include him in today's Marvel, right? You can't just throw him into like Avengers Doomsday or Avengers. What's the next one that's going to come out? Not Endgame,
Secret Wars?
Secret Wars. You can't just throw him in there and just be like, "Hey, here's Blade, everybody." You have
Yeah.
to wait till everything gets rebooted. He's going to be an old man by then.
Yeah.
So
He needs his own. He needs his.
He needs
own,
at least a TV show
he's
or
not
something.
Like
Yeah.
He's not a side character
Yeah.
because he's really the first character.
He kind of sticks out from everybody else, but
He does. He does.
nonetheless, Wesley Snipes' Blade was still enough to make this movie pretty tolerable, but definitely gets better in the next movie. Did you watch Blade 2? You've seen Blade 2.
I've seen Blade 2. I've definitely sandwiched. I've seen Blade 1 and 3 the most. Blade 1 I've seen the most just because
Really?
it's been on
Okay.
TV.
Yeah.
Blade 3 I remember the most. Only
Triple H.
because like I watched that when I was, I coming of age and
Yeah. That's
Ryan
when we came
Reynolds,
online
Jessica
for
Biel.
sure. Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Oh my God, Jessica Biel. She was such a thing at that time. Wow, she was
Yeah,
having
she was
a moment.
big.
She was
Yeah,
had a
right?
moment.
She was
at
in
that
everything
time.
too, right?
That was like right after Seventh Heaven when she was getting into like adult roles. It's like, oh, she's not a kid anymore. Okay.
Yeah, she got abs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But Miles, let's get into the plot rundown. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, what we do is we kind of go through the plot of the whole movie. We discuss things that we like, things that we didn't like, sort of just the key moments, and we make fun of things, of course. We're going to make fun of things that we don't like. We're going to gas up things that we did like, but let's get into
This is
the
our
plot
take.
rundown. Yeah. Yeah, you go.
Oh,
ahead.
yeah. Here we go. Movie opens up in 1967. We see a pregnant woman who appears to have been bitten on the neck and is being rushed into the emergency room. This woman appears to be dying, so the doctors have to perform an emergency C-section in which the baby lives and the mother dies.
Unfortunately, yes, but
We get that very climactic. Oh,
yeah, she
reaching
does
for
do the
child.
at the very. Oh, now you see me.
Yeah, now you don't.
But shout out to these opening credits. They showed like a little was it time lapse of the city? Like I was like, oh man, what a time! We haven't had a time lapse opening credits like that since like The Walking Dead. I was
Yeah.
like, I missed that.
Yeah.
I missed time lapse sequences.
I think it's a thing. That might be a thing of the past, but also I've seen it coming back too. In good like artistic ways. It can't just be like
I could see
overlaid.
like Apple TV shows kind of doing that. You know, yeah.
If you've got the production to do it and you do it in a tasteful way, you can't just throw credits over a fucking song and then and then going through like random scenes or shit that we don't know what's going on. We cut to present day. Random man is being lured into a seedy underground nightclub.
This guy's outfit, by the way, just the worst clubbing outfit I've ever seen. He's wearing like a backwards like beret, and he's wearing like a windbreaker or something. Like, who goes clubbing in a windbreaker?
You're
Come
gonna
on,
sweat your
brother.
ass off, man.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
dude.
And yeah, you'll be dancing with a bunch of people around you. You can't be grinding on people with a windbreaker.
The
You
music.
start a fire.
The music.
The music.
Come on, in this nightclub, it's like
Iconic now. I mean, that was the time for techno EDM music. I mean, that was the birth of a wave
the really
of
high
techno.
RPM, like high BPM.
The
Sorry.
Root Sandstorm.
Yeah.
That
Oh
was
my
the time.
God,
that
dude.
was that.
That would
time.
fit perfectly into this movie.
The start of Daft Punk was around that time.
yeah.
I mean, it was just the golden age.
The nightclub is not what it appears to be, as blood rain starts to pour from the ceiling.
This guy's like dancing around, like he's like, "Hey, what's
Hell
up,
yeah, what's
guys? Hey, how you doing?"
It's a little drop on his head. And he's like, "What's that?" And then his first instinct is to taste
He
it.
puts it in his mouth, like, "Dude, you're getting AIDS right away."
Yeah, come on, man.
Good luck.
Jesus Christ. The man discovers all the club patrons are actually vampires because they're all basking in this blood rain.
They're like, "Come on,
yeah,
people,
they love it, you know? And they try to run
Suck
away.
that blood out of you."
Once he tries to run away, he runs into Blade, where he's just standing there.
What
dude.
a
Come on,
fucking
entrance.
I mean,
dude.
is this one of the greatest character intros that we've ever seen? Maybe in all of Marvel, of course, with that iconic song playing in the background. But it cuts off right when Blade comes into view. The camera just pans up from his shoes all the way up to Blade, and everyone starts to like kind of like dissipate. And they're like, "Oh, it's him! It's him! It's the Daywalker! The Daywalker!" They say. I'm like, "Yo,
Sick ass name.
the fucking Daywalker is one of the greatest like nicknames of all time. The Daywalker."
He runs into Blade, played by none other than Wesley Snipes.
Freshly Snipes, Wesley Pipes, whatever you want to call it.
1/2 of White Men Can't Jump.
Oh yeah, that was my intro to Wesley Snipes.
Oh, mine
actually.
too.
White Man Can't Jump. I love Sydney.
Woody Harrelson, too.
Dude, that movie is so fucking good. We gotta review that.
Yeah,
one
we
too.
got to put that in.
Did you
there.
ever watch the remake with what's his name, Jack Harlow?
No, I
Why
didn't.
didn't they have Drewski as the other
Yeah.
guy? I don't know why
Drewski as Wesley
It
Snipes.
should have been Drewski as Wesley Snipes. Come on, they real missed opportunity there,
They have
guys.
such great chemistry. And
Yeah, I know they're so
you know?
good. A little bit like us. I'm not gonna lie about that.
After our introduction to Blade, a fight immediately breaks out. Blade does what he does best, and that's slaying
He
vampires.
just fucking slays these guys, and the way Wesley Snipes moves in this, his kung fu in this is so fucking smooth. You could tell he's had some real training. In kung fu. I don't know exactly what discipline he's studied, but he's definitely done kung fu in the past. You could just tell by his moves. He's just so smooth.
And it works so well with, like, if you know anything, I mean, it kind of rings true with vampires, where they're just like, they're undead.
Yeah.
They don't have like any, like, their stamina is unmatched. You know, they have super strength, essentially. So the way he moves, it makes it look effortless. It looks like he's not breaking a sweat. And also the sunglasses kind of help because he's just standing there stoic.
Isn't that the best when he gets
Yeah.
punched in the face how many times in this movie, and those sunglasses never break.
fall
They
off.
never move.
He makes it. That's
off
part of the
his face.
ensemble. Because if you see his eyes, honestly, you'd be like, all right, come on, you look a little puggy.
I think those sunglasses are like a legendary weapon for him. Like
Oh, yeah.
they
Yeah.
boost his stats up every time he puts them on. Like in
I would agree.
Like in Destiny, like if you just equip it, like all of your stats go up. But this fight was very much like a Constantine-esque type of fight.
It was, right?
With that shotgun when he's just blowing all those
yeah.
dudes away and they just like disintegrate into dust and ashes. I love that. But yeah, Wesley Snipes, putting his own flair on that with the gun combat, putting his hand-to-hand combat, like doing like roundhouse kicks and shit. And of course the silver stakes, right? You can't forget like one of his main weapons, the weapons that really set him apart from everybody else in Marvel, the silver stakes, where he's just using those as knives, basically. Yeah, he's just throwing them around, he's stabbing people. He does that one where he sticks it through the guy's chin and he gets impaled into the ceiling. I'm like, dude, this guy is fucking rocking this shit right now.
I feel like there's got to be a little more. Like, how much silver did it take to cut that dude? You kidding me? You could do like ninja
And
stars.
he's just like leaving them, and I'm like, I need
Yeah.
to like pick those back up, clean them
I know
off.
this is a
but-
video game. You gotta go pick my shit back. I gotta pick my arrow back up.
And of course, my favorite part about his character, his sword. I mean, there is no blade without the sword, and his trench coat. There is no blade without the sword and trench coat, which, unfortunately, in
Trench coat, glasses, blade.
yeah, but in Deadpool Wolverine, he did not have the sword. He had like a little like machete thing. So I was pretty disappointed in that
Maybe he lost it in the
during the move over to a new universe.
Yeah.
I guess dropped it on the way there. I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know. Yeah, he lost his trench coat too, unfortunately. But yeah,
He still look good.
he still looks good.
Yeah, not the glasses though.
Yeah, still. Like I said,
glasses,
those aren't
you
moving.
can't.
Those aren't moving an inch.
Yeah. We're introduced to our antagonist, Quinn. Why do you know this guy? I know
This guy was in like a sitcom, like a TV sitcom on like ABC or something.
I swear I remember him from a.
Yeah, let me double check, but I fucking hate this character. I'm gonna just vamp about him while I'm trying to fucking find him. I hate this guy so his name is Donald. It's not Donald. It's Donal. Donald.
It was a movie. It was a show with a family.
Yes.
He was.
He was also in The
uncle.
Patriot.
Oh shit, that's right.
Let's see.
Mel Gibson.
Actor Just Like Heaven. Is that no?
No. It was a white family. I think he played the uncle or the dad.
Yeah, you're right. Because I remember him too. Let me scroll down. We're gonna find this.
This
ladies
wasn't
and
our
gentlemen.
main
You just
antagonist.
wait.
This was like second in command.
You just wait, everybody. We're gonna fucking find this. All right. He was in The Patriot, dude. We gotta do The Patriot.
Dude, the Patriot. Oh my god.
Grounded for Life.
Grounded for
That's
Life.
what
Holy
he was
shit.
in. Grounded
That's
for
what it was.
Life. Yes. He was.
What a pull.
Man, 2001 to 2005. He didn't have a good run there.
Yeah, he did.
But not so much anymore. I haven't seen him in a
I
while.
have not
but,
seen
yeah.
him. Yeah.
And I really hated this fucking character. This guy seems so out of place. I have no problem with the actor. I think he's pretty cool. I do like that show he was in. But
Like the Timu Triple H.
he just did not fit in this, and he had like those weird like Wendy's pigtails going on. I'm like, what this isn't an intimidating character at all. And his voice was very annoying. He was the most annoying vampire I've ever seen.
Yeah, very, very Simi Valley, bro.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yes, yeah. He did have that
with
weird
pigtails.
accent, yeah.
But with like some Limp Bizkit vibes.
Easily the worst part of this movie. For
Yeah.
sure.
Blade sets him on fire. Police arrive and take him to the hospital
He said, I'm tired of chopping you up.
in a body bag. They bring him to the hospital in a body bag. At the hospital, we're introduced to Dr. Karen Jensen. She's a hematologist.
Hema.
She's a hermit crab. She's a hematologist. And if you don't know what a hematologist is, me neither. I think they work with blood.
Work with blood.
Yeah, there you go. They're bloods. In the autopsy room,
What happens when a crip comes into the emergency room? They're like,
that's a DNR right there. It's a DNR.
automatic DNR.
Automatic.
Not even wearing the blue gloves, wearing red gloves. I can't do nothing for you, brother.
Don't touch him. In the autopsy room, we see Quinn come back to life, and he's charred.
Disgusting.
He's
He's a big barbecued
disgusting,
naked
dude.
man.
Yeah. And he bites Karen in the neck.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, we think we're pretty much, she's done for, right?
Yeah.
Blade shows up to finish Quinn off. But the police are there to stop him, and Quinn gets away.
I mean, that scene when
He gets his arm cut off.
Blade is there, the police start shooting at him. And he's like, turns around, like, motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind? Like, I'm the fucking guy trying to protect you
The
right
good
now.
guy.
Yeah.
No, it's, you know why? It's because he's black.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Exactly. That's why.
Blade sees Karen has been bit, but decides to take her with him and try to save her. Why? Maybe it's because he reminds her a little bit of her mother.
Maybe
huh? You
she's kind
know,
of cute. Maybe he's a
she's
little
kinda cute.
lonely.
Yeah.
Lonely over there. He only has, an old man back at home. So what is he gonna do?
He's a human, essentially.
Right. He has human needs. Hello.
He has human needs. He ages like a human. So
Right.
he's not really like an immortal like these other vampires, but we'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. So he's like, maybe I can settle down with someone, find
Maybe it's
someone my
time.
speed, maybe it's time.
I can have a family like this. This is nice. Yeah, I can do this.
Back at Blade's headquarters, we're introduced to Abraham Whistler, played by Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson.
Man,
KK.
what a name.
Yeah. I know. Listen,
What's his middle name?
I please, for the love of God, don't start with a K. But I have no idea who this guy Chris Christopherson is. I've only seen him in these Blade movies. I think he's like some sort of like country singer. So I'm sure a lot of white people out there know. I'm sure your dad knows him. But there's something about this guy. I think he's a perfect casting for this Whistler guy. Something about him he just looks like a crazy dude who believes in vampires. Like he just looks like a crazy man, like on the corner, just ranting about like supernatural things. I'm like, I believe this guy.
For the love of the game. He's in it for the love of the game.
I believe this guy's a fucking vampire hunter.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just a dude playing a dude, man.
A little trivia for you here. Chris Christopherson's character Whistler was created for Blade's cameo on Spider-Man the animated series back in 1994. He was liked so much by Marvel CEO that he was adopted into the Marvel universe. So,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to the animated series Spider-Man. God,
Yeah,
man, what
dude.
a fucking series! I love that.
Dude. We're gonna have to do like a little our own little
I'm not mad at that.
breakdown
I'm not
of,
mad at that.
of like a series as a whole, maybe.
Yeah.
You know?
Sorry, one more trivia question or trivia fact for you here. In the original Marvel comic storyline, the character Blade was English, not American. So he said, "Good Lord,
Well,
oh, bloody vampire! Good Lord."
thank God we got this.
Yeah, I know.
Holy shit, I couldn't take it seriously.
Catch you fuckers at a bad time.
It's a daytime, isn't it?
Catch you wankers at a bad time.
I'm a daywalker.
Day walker, innit?
Daywalker, isn't it?
It's a day walker, innit?
So Abraham Whistler is Blade's weapons master and his confidant, his buddy, his right hand man, his Myles
mentor,
to Christian.
yeah, his basically his mentor. But sorry, I got another trivia fact here. So when Karen first meets Whistler, Blade can be seen holding a map of New Orleans. This not only applies to the city they are in, it is an homage to the comic books. Many stories in the Blade series occur in New Orleans or Nolans if you're a local. Yeah.
I like that because
Myles.
it plays into the very like rich culture that is New Orleans. Of
Yeah,
the very
the
like
voodoo
ghostly
stuff, right?
voodoo.
Yeah.
yeah. And it's cool. if you've never been to New Orleans, I think
I
you
wanna
should.
go,
You know,
yeah.
it's fantastic, especially during February. They do Mardi Gras
Oh, that's
all
right, yeah.
February, and it's fantastic.
The only thing is,
you might meet Shia LaBeouf too.
he might knock you out. You might knock him out.
I would love to get knocked out.
You
by
might
Shia LaBeouf.
fight
Come on,
Shia
dude.
LaBeouf in New Orleans. The only thing is, when I saw this, that it is in New Orleans, I'm like, Blade is covered head to toe in black and fucking leather. Like, how is he? Maybe the vampire stuff is like keeps him cool, but I'm like, there's no fucking way. There's
Well,
no
I guess
fucking.
vampires are cold blooded, right?
That's true.
So,
Okay, you know
yeah,
what?
I
You're
guess
right. You're right.
they
Cold
play into
blooded.
it.
Okay, you're right.
You could play
All right.
into it.
Yeah,
I mean, shit. I'm not mad at
true. Yeah.
it. Excuse me. Whistler says Karen doesn't have long before she turns into a vamp and injects her with some garlic type shit, and it slows the turn or prevents
It's
it.
supposed to prevent
supposed
it. Yeah, it's supposed to, like, I guess, burn out whatever vampire blood is in there. But the way he just shoves it in there and he just
like,
like
you got
plunges
Yeah,
it. I'm
you
like,
gotta do
yo,
that.
yeah, relax.
Like, give me a garlic knot or something. Let me get this slowly. You know,
like, can you inject it slower? Like, god damn it, man, you're just
dominoes
fucking
on deck.
Jesus.
Garlic crust. Come on. So we cut to a meeting of the vampires discussing what happened at the nightclub with Blade, and we're introduced to our main antagonist, Deacon Frost.
Deacon Frost. This guy, just first team all douchebag, by the way.
Oh,
Deacon
yeah.
Frost with these outfits and his fucking hair, his like anime hair, and he always has the button ups that are like two buttons too much down, and his chest is always out. But yeah,
He really plays a hateable guy.
he really is a douchebag.
piece
So
of
I guess
shit.
that's a testament to his acting, right? He really is hateable in this. But
Where's this guy from?
he is in. Have you ever seen? Shit, what's that? True Detective. He's in True Detective with Mahershala Ali, actually.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's Mahershala Ali's partner. So I think that's season 3.
That's right. Yeah. It is 3. Huh?
I think it's 3.
Yeah, because then the
2
most
was
recent one is the
the
two-
Jodie
two-
Foster. I
two
didn't
chicks.
see that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
Anyways, back at the HQ again, Karen wakes up and appears to be normal. Whistler injects Blade with a serum that keeps Blade's thirst for blood at bay.
Dude, and he is so jacked in this scene when he's getting the fucking thing in his neck and he's holding onto the chair and he's like,
Yeah, he's got his mouth guard in.
like, god damn, his fucking arms and shit are like, and he's like holding onto Whistler shit. Like, come on, buddy.
dude, no way. He's ripping Whistler's hand
fucking
apart, dude.
destroying that hand.
And
but,
this scene is purely for us, for the audience, just to show. He's like, let me flex.
he's
on
just
these.
flexing every muscle. Like,
Could have done it in a trench coat. No,
Yeah.
he's doing it in. He's doing it.
Hey, listen, he's
arms
in
out.
his house clothes. You know,
Yeah.
it's New Orleans. Got to be in your tank top.
That's right. That's right. Karen tries to run away, but Whistler stops her and lets her know they're not the bad guys. You know?
Yeah.
Heard that before. But the vamps are out. But the vamps out there are. See, we're the good vamps. They're the bad vamps.
And the way he describes them, he calls them Hominis nocturna. I was like, bro, whenever a Latin name is used for like a species or a fucking just like an animal or anything Latin related, I'm like, I'm fucking in. Anytime anything has a Latin name, I don't even know if that's real Latin. Hominis nocturna. I'm like, let's fucking go. I'm in.
I'm always reminded of like, Wile E. Coyote, where the pause and it shows Coyote and then it shows his like fucking scientific name, exactly, underneath. Yeah. That's what I think of.
He says, Hominis nocturna.
Nocturna. Blade drops Karen back off at home, but she's met by a police officer who is a double agent. He's working with the vamps. And this guy is a sketchy motherfucker already.
Immediately just breaks into her house. No, like knocking on the door, nothing. And she tries to spray him with garlic. And he's like, fuck is this? He's fucking garlic? You think I'm a vampire?
He's just one of those dudes that are trying to get in, you know? Because he wants to be one of them. And by doing all these biddings, maybe he'll, become one of them. Blade, because that always works out, right? Blade shows up and reveals he used Karen as bait. That's bait. Yeah. And reveals what a human familiar is and sees the tattoos belongs to the Frost gang.
Listen, I'm not going to lie. If I was maybe 16, 17 years old when this movie came out, I probably would have got that.
No. Right there, too, on the back of the neck.
It's so subtle. You know how I love the subtle things pointing to like my geeky fandom. So it's subtle enough where it's like someone sees and they're like, oh, that's a cool tattoo. But if someone knows, they're like, oh, fuck, you're a fucking Blade fan. If this was a good movie, I'd probably get it still.
That's a little gratification. Yeah. Dude, the other day at the gym, I have my little energy sword tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
And I got these kids that must have been like 10 years younger than me. What? They're like, dude, is that an energy sword?
They're still in the halo, these kids.
And they're like mad respect. I was like, damn, that shit made ego lifting after that,
Chest up after that.
Come on.
There you go.
That's cool, man. That's a little serotonin boost right there. Blade shows up, reveals that he used Karen, and the tattoo belongs to Frost gang. They remind me of like the Fifth Element kind of symbols.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Blade tries to interrogate the cop, but gets away when Karen steps in. Blade tells Karen she needs to wake the fuck up.
He was like, you got to pull the fucking trigger. You need to wake the fuck up. This is the real world out here. And I do love this part where he's like interrogating the cop and he's like, yeah, you're going to tell me where they're at? And he's like, fuck you. And he said, fuck you? He said, fuck me. No, you suck this. And he takes out the gun. And that's when Karen gets in the way. I'm like, God damn it, Karen.
Being a fucking Karen, dude.
He said, fuck me? No, you suck this.
Well, no, this is happening. Blade and Karen wait until the cop comes back to his squad car, and Blade follows him.
And this might be the worst chase sequence in the history of chase sequences.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. There was horrible green screen. Like when Blade was driving, you could see like the background moving, but he was not moving at all.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, they decided to ramp up like the speed of the film to make it look faster, but they included like shots of people at the same time. So
they're even, like speeding
exactly.
Up
so the cars were going fast, but everyone, like the guy talking in the car, he was like moving it like this, and there's like people making out, and they're all like moving all like my malfunctioning robots. I'm like,
like this is 2x speed on YouTube, and
this was a choice they made, and I don't know why they did that. It was really terrible.
Yeah. So they're following him, and Blade and Karen enter the blood bank to crash the party.
And Blade has probably the iconic line in this scene where he says, there's worse things out there tonight than vampires. And she says, like what? And he takes his sword, he fucking twirls it, puts it back in his sheath, and he says, like me. I'm like, let's fucking go, baby. You know I love me. I love me a fucking nightclub fight scene with the lasers and the smoking everywhere. I just wish that scene was longer. Like he beat some people up, but it wasn't enough for me.
Blade and Karen enter a secret underground passage where they discover pages from the vampire Bible hanging on the walls. And
of course, the Bible.
Yeah, they got their own. Everybody has their own, huh? Blade and Karen meet the fattest vamp in the history of vamps, Pearl, the record keeper.
That's disgusting. It really grossed me out.
Scene
I fucking hate that.
always stuck with me as a kid,
Yeah.
and it doesn't get any better.
It's still pretty. I mean, great makeup, great practical effects with all this. I think this was an actual like rubber suit that had like 3 people trying to like operate it.
That's
so
crazy, dude.
I think half the budget probably went into this. Like they took all the budget away from the car chase scene and said, let's split this into the fat suit for this guy.
We gotta make these extras work.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a visceral scene here, dude. When they're interrogating her and she tells Blade Frost's plan to bring back the blood god, La Magra.
La Magra.
La Migra.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's
Damn it. But when we get... Oh, my God. Quinn and his goons eventually catch Blade and Karen. Well, let's back up. Hold on real quick. Because I want to talk more about this scene. Because it's such a... She's in a dark room. And obviously vampires hate light.
right. Is it a girl? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Is it a girl?
Yeah, it's a woman.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. It's a thing. It's a blob. It's Jabba the Hutt. But it's, I don't know, when they're like shining the light and it's burning, the camera's shaking. I can almost feel the burn from this, you know, and it's so bad. You have blisters, and they just leave, and the Karen's getting off on this
that
too.
part
right
when
away,
Karen
dude.
just leaves it
She's
on her,
just-
I'm like, dude. Even Blade was like, "What the fuck are
this
you
bitch is
doing?
crazy.
Yeah, like what the fuck are you doing, man?"
Come on, you know, let's play it cool. Good
Actually,
cop,
if we
bad cop. You're
back
supposed to be the good cop.
she was, because he would just look at her,
Yeah.
like, light him up, and
Light
she'd
him
do
up.
it.
Yeah.
But she just went off on her own and just lit that thing the fuck
Lit it up.
But if we back up a little bit before they actually get into the nightclub, I like that part where Blade's like, "All right, a little vampire 101 for you." Crosses and like holy water don't do shit to vampires. So forget everything you've seen in the movies. You're just gonna use silver and garlic. Here's a gun. Here's how to use it. And she's like, "No." He's like, "You better fucking learn how to use it right now. There's already one in the chamber." And he's like, "You shoot him right in the head. If you shoot him anywhere else, that's your ass."
Yeah.
I was like, "Let's fucking go."
Make it count.
Yeah, Vampire 101.
Them fucking silver bullets ain't cheap, bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, fast forward back past the interrogation. Quinn and his goons eventually catch Blade and Karen and interrogate them. This is when they.
This is where we get some more kung fu scenes, right, from Blade.
Yeah.
Like, because I think Quinn and his people come in. Blade fights off a couple of them, and then guess what? Quinn brought in some Asian guys, and the Asian guys handle fucking Blade. And they like do the thing, tie his like neck up against the thing. But yeah, you got pieced up by some Asian guys.
Can't blame them. You know, you gotta work with
Bring the Asian vampires. We need
strong suits.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta know what you're good at and what you're not good at, and where to outsource.
because
you
all
know?
the white guys, he was just piecing them up.
It's like, all right, guys, something's got to change here, you know. Blade is in radio communication with Whistler, who breaks in to save them. And this was like such a Kool-Aid
yeah,
moment.
I forgot about this moment. Like I had no idea what was gonna happen. I was like, "Oh shit, Blade's kind of fucked right here."
Yeah.
But he does that laugh where he's like, you can see his teeth are like perfect because they have like the veneers in for like his fangs and shit. And he's like,
You're fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked. And he busts in, fucking
And then,
guns
yeah.
blazing, bro, like Kool-Aid.
and then
He
he
busts
says,
through the wall.
"Catch you fuckers at a bad time," and I'm like, "Let's fucking go, Whistler." Fucking dope.
That's when you need to use the slow motion. where
Yeah,
it's just-
that's what they should have done.
Yeah, I love it. Back at HQ, Whistler explains that what Blade is. Blade is a genetic anomaly being able to withstand garlic, silver, and sunlight, but still thirsts for
He
blood.
can withstand garlic, silver, and sunlight.
It's Frost said it a little later. He
Yeah.
said, "You got the best of both."
Yeah,
worlds,
that's
right?
pretty dope. That's fucking Miley Cyrus
Yeah,
shit.
you don't need no sunscreen walking out.
You could change your hair. You could change your clothes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get the change your hair. You could change your clothes.
Frost and his vampire homies put some sunblock on each other's
Dude,
faces.
God damn this fucking shit. I hate this. I must have wiped this from my memory because I fucking hate this sunblock Twilight bullshit. You have to go all in with
Yeah.
the sun. There is no exception for this rule. Like this is part of the vampire Bible. You can't go into the sun. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't put sunblock on. It's cheating.
Yeah, I would much rather of them wearing a shiesty,
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
black.
yeah, yeah.
He needed gloves on. If he had black gloves on, if he had some shades on, you just see him talking like, come on. I get you need to know that
And
it's
they
him.
have like that real like sexual scene too, where they're like
Oh, yeah,
rubbing
they're
it on
kissing
each
and
other.
rubbing.
That chick wasn't even hot, to be
No,
honest. Like she
she's
was not
disgusting,
Yeah, she
bro.
was not good. I was like, what? You can't do
fuck is
better
going on
casting
here?
for this. Because Frost is a hot guy. He's a hot guy with
he's
his
a
hair.
handsome guy,
But,
yeah.
She was not great.
They put some black on each other's faces. Execute one of the old vampire dudes with the sunrise. Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
the
He has like a weird like Italian name. It was like Gerardo or something like that.
Oda.
Yeah, something
Oda
like that.
Fier or something like that.
Oh, that's his real name.
Yeah, his
that's
real name. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But yeah, he had like some weird like Gerardo or something like
Yeah,
that.
he's
That was
one of
his
them,
actual name.
like those old school, like from
He-
Twilight,
yeah.
the Vatican.
Yes,
fucking,
yeah, he's one of the
vampires.
one of the top guys, right? He's more of the conservative type of vampire. He wants
Mm-hmm.
to keep it low key. Frost is more of the flashy vampire, and yeah, they're just beefing because the new guard
Mm-hmm. He's
is
a
trying to take
pureblood.
over. Yeah, oh yeah, this guy is a pure blood. Or yeah, he was born a vampire.
Born a
so
vamp, yeah.
he'd have that fucked up line. Where he's like, "You ever seen the sunrise before? Oh no, that's right. You were born a vampire."
Oh, that's right. Let me show you.
Yeah, what a fucking asshole.
Yeah, that was a pretty like gnarly scene
Yeah,
too. When he's like,
They stayed on that scene for a long time with him
he's, like,
blowing up and
disintegrating.
shit. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
CGI not great. Yeah.
No, they put a little too much in there. They could have left a little more to the imagination on that one. Karen creates a new weapon. Oh, by the way, that guy, I don't know if you remember, he was in Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, right? Oh, no. He was in Ace Ventura. Was he in Ace Ventura? He was in Ace Ventura. He was in a Jim Carrey movie. I could have swore he was.
He does look familiar.
Yeah.
I think he was also in Human Centipede.
No, he was in Ace Ventura when him.
The first one?
Yeah, the first one when him and the chick, what's her name from Friends, when they go to his house, the mansion.
Oh.
When he has the exotic animals and he goes into the fish tank, and it's a shark. Anyways, yeah,
I thought you loved all animals, Mr. Ventura.
he's walking out. Ooh, do not go in there,
Mr. Ventura.
Mr. Ventura. Karen creates a new weapon for Blade that uses a blood thinner and explode. It's like fucking NZT or something, whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
it was like, it had a weird name.
PTSD
and then
or something.
Blade was like, I don't have time to be fucking around with your cures and shit. She's like, it's not a cure, asshole. Like,
Yeah,
it's a fucking weapon for you, all right?
It basically explodes when it
Yeah,
comes in
pretty
contact
cool,
with vampire blood.
Which we're going to see a lot of in this last fight.
Oh yeah. Frost and his goons eventually find Blade's HQ. They fucking beat the.
That was pretty
piss
sad.
out of-
That was
yeah,
pretty sad.
he's
I was,
stomping
I'm
on
not gonna
him,
lie.
too.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
like, dude, take it easy. Like he was stomping on his face a lot. I was like, that's an old man. Relax.
And they take Karen with them. They leave. God, they leave him bloody.
Yeah.
Blade arrives to find Whistler on the edge of death.
Oh, in that scene where he gets in there and he's not even looking at it,
Yeah.
but he just like takes that tarp off of him, and then he looks and he's like, "Fuck, man." That was such a great like blocked scene where he just takes it off. He's not even looking. You can just see the blood outside of the tarp, and he takes it off. I'm like, oh,
And then the
man.
little look over, and then you can see it in his
and he's
face.
like,
Like,
fuck,
it's
dude.
yeah, you can tell that this guy means a lot to him.
Yeah.
Whistler tells Blade he's alive. So Whistler tells Blade his blood is the key to Frost's plan to bring back La Magra. Whistler tells Blade to give him a gun and walk away.
He says, walk the fuck away. Oh, and that walk away as you hear the shot in the background, and he's just looking straight ahead, walking. I'm like, that is the most gangster shit this fucking guy
Slow-mo
can do.
hand falling with the gun falling out of it.
So good. I mean, this scene made me oddly sad for sure. Like Blade is a very stoic character in general, right? So when he actually does show like emotion towards Whistler, like kind of his only friend, right? Like it hit me hard because there's that part where he takes off his sunglasses and he's like starts to like do this like little pat to his,
where
like,
he's patting
to
all the
his
blood
neck.
away.
I
I'm
was like, oh my god, this is killing me right
loves
now.
him.
Yeah, and he's like kind of like he has like that weird like stare to him where he's like he's not really looking at Whistler, but he's kind of like looking down, like kind of like patting him. I'm like, oh man, there's a lot of acting with
this
his
is
eyes.
the guy who has been with him probably the most throughout
he was
his
a
life.
kid, yeah.
Yeah, and he's basically been, I don't know so much a father figure, but just,
I'd say so.
yeah,
I'd
his
say
father,
so,
his friend, his homie, his good time pal.
That was a sad one. And basically, when Whistler's like, give me the gun. He's like, no. We could fix this. We could fix your wounds. He's like, nah, bro. We can't.
I'm done.
He's like, give me the fucking gun.
Let me get out of here.
And he whips out that Mac 10 too. When he whips it out, I'm like, oh shit, that's a fucking dope ass gun.
Shit looks like a dread gun or a dread gun,
that big ass barrel. Yeah.
Blade now out for vengeance, infiltrates Frost's hideout and starts popping gaps into everything.
Dude, he just takes that MAC-10, just no more shotguns. I'm not fucking around. I'm here for fucking vengeance. And we get a costume change from Blade, which is fucking dope. He gets like the short sleeve,
right?
the cut off.
Well, yeah, I guess
it's the
like,
short sleeve because he has the vials like on one
Yeah,
of them. I'm
yeah.
like, let's fucking
That's
go. And he has
sick,
like the silver stakes like
stakes on
around
his
his
leg.
legs. I'm like, let's fucking
bandolier.
go. It really reminded me of like the Christian Bale Batman, Dark Knight, when he like changes into like a more streamlined suit so he can move faster.
That's true. Yeah. Good comparison there. He's using his new little exploding serum on these vampires, and we get to see
that was dope,
dude. It like
when he's like fighting those two Asian people, and he just like sticks one into that guy's head, and as he's walking away, you just see like everything explode behind him. I'm like, let's fucking.
That shit looks painful.
Yeah. He does that little hop too when he's fighting.
Oh,
he's just like, he's like, come on. He does the Dr. Disrespect. Come on.
Blade enters Frost's room, and the big twist. Here we go. He finds his mother is still alive. What
Still
the
alive?
Fuck is she in? She's in
She's
little,
in
hyperbaric fucking.
She was in
She looks very familiar.
Nip Tuck. Have you ever seen Nip Tuck? She was in that.
Yeah. Oh, rest in peace.
Oh my God, yeah, fucking Doctor Doom.
Yeah. Damn, that's right.
Yeah. That dude was like good looking till the day he died. That guy was like, God, man, what a treasure that dude was.
Same with McSteamy. Rest in peace
Oh,
to him
dude,
too,
McSteamy. God, man, that was devastating.
That was. Yeah. That sucks, dude. Fuck ALS, man. Yeah, his mom's still alive, and she's banging Deacon,
Dude,
bro.
she was in Love and Basketball. Oh, Alien versus Predator.
Oh,
she was in Alien versus Predator.
Okay, that's
her,
right.
yeah.
That's right. I remember her.
Yeah.
That's right.
But, the ultimate checkmate from Deacon Frost, banging your enemy's mom. Like, there is no coming back from that, no matter what Blade does. Deacon over here playing chess while Blade's playing checkers. Like, it's game over.
Ultimate your mom joke is like, hey.
There is no beating that. That is the ultimate.
He doesn't even like her. He just did it for the fucking
love of the game.
For the love of the game. And he was actually the one who bit his mother and turned her into a vampire.
I did like that on paper, but the reveal in the movie was a little anticlimactic. I was like, oh, they probably could have like expressed that a little better, because he was just like, hey, I'm the one. I bit your mom, so you're the reason why you are what you are. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, that's his daddy. This is a whole family reunion.
Basically,
Essentially,
he's the reason why he has the powers.
Exactly. Frost takes Blade as prisoner and knocks him into a device that extracts his blood.
He has that part where he cuts the wrist.
That one was always
There's a lot of blood coming out of there. I was like, ooh, that's
that
disgusting.
Gone. I like the stage set. The set here where it's like it feels very ritualistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it plays into
using like modern technology too, because you remember they had like the computer graphics of like the circle thing and like how it all works with the blood going through everything. I was like, it's kind of a mix of like ancient traditions with like modern at that time computer shit.
It plays into the whole vampire old but mixed with
old
the new
world
type,
with new world shit. Yeah.
Frost takes Blade as prisoner. Like, okay, yeah, we get that. Frost takes out all of the old vampire regime and turns into La Magra. And basically,
that was a weird scene too.
It was
where all the old vampires were kind of turning into these like monster
that
things.
were coming out of
out of the mouth. I was like, whoa, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, I thought they just turned into that, but I didn't see like their mouth opens and you can see the like.
It was like a normal skeleton, and then it turned into like a demon type
flying
of skeleton.
Yeah,
and then they were flying through Frost, and then they all eventually like go into Frost and turn him into.
And his eyes turn red.
Yeah,
like bloodshot, like all red.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. That was cool. Other than that, we don't really see like any physical change.
That's what I'm saying.
I think there should be. A
little weak. That's why I think this storyline is so forgettable. If it had a better ending with the,
we didn't get enough of him. I wish this had happened earlier, so we can get more of the new blood god.
Or at least do like a transformation into like something. But it was just
it was very anticlimactic in a sense of like it was over too quickly.
Yeah.
Karen breaks Blade out of even in a 2-hour movie. I think this could have been a little bit.
Maybe
earlier.
the budget though. Not that big of a budget. So
that's true. That's true. Karen breaks Blade out of his cage, but Blade is too weak to fight. Karen's only solution is to get sucked.
Oh yeah. She gets sucked,
man,
dude.
he
Blade
is
was
in there.
getting deep in that neck, dude. This was the most sexual fucking vampire thing I've ever seen in my life.
Like imagine, and we've seen that True Blood. Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Suke. But yeah, Blade was deep in that neck, and I was kind of low key into it. And she was like,
Bro.
She was like, at first she was like, stop, and then she said, don't stop, don't stop. I was like, oh,
I know. I had the subtitles on. I was like, she's saying that?
Yeah.
She really saying
I was
that?
like, oh, damn.
Hold on.
Let's rewind this.
Yeah, because they're
little
doing they're doing like the cuts, and then every cut
Dude,
they're like,
he's doing like a weird like thrust into her. I'm like, do you need to be thrusting into her? You're sucking stuff out, not putting stuff in.
whatever.
Like, I
He's
don't know
gotta
why
get his things deeper. You know?
I don't know why they made this so sexual. It was crazy, but it's kind of it was pretty dope. I was like, damn. And even like after it like stopped sucking, she was like, oh, like she like falls back. She's like, oh,
She's sitting there smoking a cigarette. She's like, damn.
she's just laying there like, oh,
Is that good for you?
oh, Blady,
Oh, Blady.
Blady.
Blade comes back stronger than ever. He's doing his.
He said the frost. And that
That's
part
right.
where he beat up someone, he beats up Quinn.
Yeah.
And then he like chops his head off or something. He catches his sunglasses, puts them back on. I'm like, it's game over.
Yeah, when he.
Legendary weapons back on.
By the way, Quinn, he's like, it's all this build up to him, like, I gotta get my fucking revenge.
Yeah.
And he's cooked in like half a second, dude.
He's
just
just so bad. Yeah.
grabs the glasses.
Puts them back on
Complete.
full power again. And also, I think this is maybe the first superhero landing in Marvel history where he does like that flip and he does the there's the Iron Man landing. I'm like, whoa, 1998 might be the
true,
very
huh?
first
I didn't even know.
superhero landing, maybe ever.
shit,
I
that's
don't know.
cool.
It might be in Batman, might be in Superman. I don't think so. I don't think Superman does that, but
No.
I think this might be for sure in
Not
Marvel.
intentional.
history.
This
Yeah.
was an intentional, like,
Yeah.
type, like, not him jumping off, falling off.
For sure in Marvel is the first. But
Yeah.
could be the very first in superhero history.
It could. We'll fact check that. He kills his mom and finds Frost on their final showdown.
And all these fight scenes, unfortunately, they kind of remind me of the Mortal Kombat movie, where everything just feels a little slow, like not enough cuts. The sound effects are really like dated.
Oh,
too,
they're
like
very,
old school, like
very,
pop, 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 pop. And you can hear like
They're too
like almost like Power Rangers type of like
Yeah.
movement where he's like. Yeah.
They do a little mogging at the end or whatever.
Even though I very much enjoy Wesley Snipes kicking ass, it was just a little dated. Also,
Sound
Deacon,
effects a little too much.
Deacon also becoming some sort of like master swordsman all of a sudden after getting La Magra in him and able to take Blade on one-on-one combat. I'm like,
Yeah, no. He should
probably
have
could've
used
done more with that.
his strong suits of
Yeah.
like his speed.
some vampire shit.
Yeah, his
because
speed,
I think
he
there was a
can
point
jump
where he
like
actually like uses like a force push on him at one point. I'm like, well, where's that?
Where's that coming
You keep
from?
you keep
Yeah.
doing that kind of shit,
Like I said, we didn't get enough to really like experience La Magra. You
Yeah.
know, we didn't get to know like how strong this is supposed to be.
Very weak fight. It was very rushed. And then Deacon Frost is that weird kind of like thing where he like
yeah.
jumps in the air.
And then
That's what
and he throws the freaking vials
does
at him.
all the vials,
Dude, but my favorite, and you know what we're coming up to
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Probably the most iconic
There
line.
it is. Yes.
Still said to this
him.
day.
Give it to him.
He says, "Some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill."
Uphill. I love that. Fantastic.
And then you're looking around like, where the fuck are we?
Fantastic.
Are we in New Orleans still? Wait, who's the fuck that? And he does his little toss up kick.
oh my god.
straight to
He
the-
kicks the.
He kicks the last vial straight to
the vial.
Deacon's forehead.
He's
and
so
it's
extra with
so-
it. He tosses it so high up. I remember when he tossed it, I'm like, is that just gonna land on his head? But no, he kicks it right
into his fucking forehead,
Van Damme
dude.
style. Yeah.
And then he goes and he gets grotesque and big and blows up eventually.
Terrible CGI again.
Terrible.
Yeah.
So Deacon's dead. Everybody, all the vamps are dead. Karen tells Blade he can still cure him after this, but Blade refuses and said, "Job's not finished.
Job's not. Yeah, Kobe
He's
Bryant
fucking
style.
Kobe.
Job's not done.
Job's not done."
Job's not done. There's still a war out there.
Yeah.
He still needs to fight these vampires. Yeah, I respect it. But the only thing I didn't like is, there's a lot of things I didn't like, but they kind of dropped the serum stuff after a while. Like,
Yeah.
what's his name? Whistler kept saying over and over again, his body's rejecting it. You can't keep taking this serum. We need to find a solution. It's like, Well, you still haven't cured him, so
Yeah.
he still has to take the serum, but the serum's not working anymore, and they just kind of drop that plot line altogether towards the end.
I wonder if maybe they just got fatigued with it. They just kind of just
They
thought
had
maybe
no,
we
yeah,
would.
they had
Yeah,
no
they had no
closing
way to
for
close
that.
it. Yeah, I get it.
Without curing him, there's really no way. But we'll see in the next movie because I don't really remember what they did with that.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I'm really foggy on the next movie, but that's good. I love that we're
I'm
doing this.
so excited for
Yeah.
that, but that's coming out. Oh, we'll get to the preview of the next episode. You keep going.
The movie ends with Blade in Russia, and he's speaking Russian.
Dude, that part was when he calls that dude a comrade. He's
Yeah.
like, I forgot what he's like, comrade or whatever. He like
Yes.
says it in Russian. I'm like, let's fucking. Oh no, he says like, did I catch you at a bad time? But in Russian, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's fucking.
Because it was a parallel to the beginning
Yeah.
when a vamp is leading a human into a nightclub.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because
I didn't even notice that.
There was a symbol on the wall in the back.
I thought it was just a girl he was trying to schmooze or something.
No,
Yeah.
they were walking up to, and then
Oh, I didn't even
basically,
notice that.
Yeah, but before they got in,
Yeah. And just that shot where it's just Blade standing in the snow and he's all black. Everything's white around him. I'm like, let's fucking
he's
go.
looking to the side.
He takes the sword out and he just puts it on the ground. Like, let's fucking go, dude.
and that is
That
end.
is Blade, ladies and gentlemen. What were your final thoughts on this before we move on to the preview of the next episode, Miles? Like, is this a movie that you're going to continue to watch over again? Is this something that's like sticking around? Like, did you enjoy this watch?
I did enjoy this watch. I'm not gonna lie, I did enjoy this watch, and it's because you catch a lot of stuff, and you're more critical of stuff. So
true.
more
Yeah.
like the older you get, that just comes with age. But also, we've been doing this podcast. We were doing this podcast for a while, so a lot of the old tendencies came up. Like, how is this interpreted? How this parallels with this? You can relate this to this, and it was fun watching it again.
Yeah.
Would I watch it through again? Well, if somebody
If it's
wanted
on
to watch
TNT.
it, if it's on TNT,
If
'cause
you're in
they
a
know
hotel room, if you're in a hotel room and it's the only thing on TV,
That's-
for sure.
Oh,
I mean,
probably the best way to describe how
Yeah.
you would watch movies like this. If it's not in a hotel room, yeah, I'm putting
and
it
I've
on.
got fucking like a big old thing of Chinese food just like in the bed on my chest. I'm just using the fucking blanket as a napkin and shit, just not giving a fuck about any like hygiene. I'm just eating in the fucking bed. Yeah, I'm turning on a Blade. But is this movie bad? The answer is yes. We still have to put some respect on Blade's name for really setting the tone, though, of what we know today as the MCU. It is a little more adult, a little more dark and gritty. It's not as cheesy. And that's because of Blade. Like, I still respect everything that Blade has done, even the costumes. I'm like, if you bring that costume back today,
Yeah.
it would still work. Like, they nailed the Blade costume, the Blade aesthetic, his weapons, his hair. You know how they do the cuts in there with the tattoos on the back of his head.
The
I'm like,
hard line, no taper.
that's fun.
I love it.
No blending, nothing.
No blending,
I think
bro.
he eventually gets like a blend. I think he finds a barber.
Yeah,
in the
well,
next,
the times. I
in, the,
like it.
in
Yeah.
the next movie. But I think they nailed the character of Blade right out the gate and really set the scene for what we know today as the MCU. But I probably never need to watch this movie ever again, to be honest. Like, I'm totally fine just watching clips on YouTube of just the Blade sequences. Again, if it is on TNT, USA, AMC, I will watch it if it's on TV. But the next movie, Blade 2, that's what I'm very excited for. That's what I'm looking forward to the most.
Yes.
But a little preview for the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. We are not going to get to Blade 2 yet. We are going to do the first X-Men movie. We're doing these in chronological order, in order that came out by year. So that puts X-Men at 1999. So we're going to be doing that next. I'm very excited for that. Miles, when was the last time you saw the first X-Men movie?
Actually, I want to say it was probably last year.
Oh, last year?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was probably last year. It wasn't a full movie.
Yeah.
It's a movie that is near and dear.
Yeah.
I
this
think
is where it all started for me.
It is.
This is a very near and dear movie to me. This is where my fandom of everything Marvel started with X-Men, not just the movie, but cartoons and everything like that.
Yeah.
That was my first love. So I'm very much looking forward to this. Even looking forward to after. We're gonna do Blade 2 after. So it's the next two movies.
got a great run
Yeah,
coming
it's
up,
gonna
man.
be great.
I think this is a great.
We're back,
great way.
baby.
This is
We're
a good
fucking
thing,
back.
man.
This
is
was a
good
great
thing.
run. Great episode. Miles, give them the plugs of where they can find our podcast, and we are out of here.
We got sortainteresting.com for all our audio and video podcasts. That links you to all of our links. Instagram, Sorta Interesting Podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcast, anywhere they're available. Just search Sorta Interesting. YouTube.com/Sorta Interesting. Patreon.com/Sorta Interesting. Don't forget that.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We will see you on the next episode. Peace.
Late.